Hello, welcome to Indian Techs. Now, our next class is discussion about unconditional statements. Till now, we have seen control structures, conditional statements, and loops. Now, these are unconditional statements. Maximum, these types of unconditional statements are used in loops. Okay, iteration or repetition statements. What is the purpose of this unconditional statements? For example, suppose you have taken a loop, a repetition. You have written a condition, a loop to be executed for n number of times. So that loop will be repeated until that condition becomes false. That we generally know as per our previous discussion in the while loop or do while loop or for loop. But sometimes there may be a necessity of stopping your loops or skipping your loop repetition in middle before executing all the number of times. Suppose you have written a loop repetition 1 to repeat it for 10 times. So definitely it will repeat 10 times and 11th time it will stop. But in between these 10 times you have reached an unexpected situation like division by 0 or any other problem which is unexpected. Then your loop should not be repeated again. It should stop there itself, or you have to skip that repetition and jump to the next repetition. Suppose you got problem in 5th repetition while calculating the logic. So you should stop immediately from the 5th repetition. That is one method. Otherwise, a second method is you got problem in 5th repetition. So what you have to do? You have to skip that 5th repetition and jump to the 6th repetition. So these types of jumpings and breaking the loops and going to the next loops or stopping the loop forever, these statements are called as unconditional statements. Under unconditional statements we are having two types. One is break, another one is continue. Break is used to terminate the loop there itself. Continue is used to skip that repetition and jump to the next repetition. Okay, now we will see how the break executes and how the continue executes with an example program. Now, let us see an example program using break. As I said, I would like to write a program to print values from 1 to 10 using a loop. It may be while, do while or for loop. Here I am taking an example for while loop printing 1 to 10. So generally I will write the condition so that it will print all the values from 1 to 10. For example, this is just for your understandability and for example I am telling 1 to 10 means whatever all the values it will be printed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these all values will be printed, right? I am expecting generally, for example I am telling I am expecting 5 is an unexpected value as per the logic. Actually 5 is the regular value which prints between the 1 to 10. But for explaining break I am taking this situation. 5 is an unexpected value which should not be printed. But whenever I get the value called as 5, I should stop the printing process and I should come out of the loop. For that purpose, how we will write the program? Let's see. So, hash include stdio.h, everybody knows. So, I am starting from void main. Int I is equal to 1. So, the condition should be like 10. That is, I have to print the values from 1 to 10. So, the condition should be till 10. That is, while I less than or equal to 10. This is all common till we here. But which value I should not print means which value is unable to print. Whenever this value comes, I should stop my repetition. What is that value? 5. So I am checking for every value. That is, if my I value is equal to 5. Now I should not go further and I should stop my loop repetition. So inside if I use a statement called as break. This break executes only if my I value is equal to 5. Otherwise, I should come out of the if statement and I am just printing the normal I value. Printf %d I and it should go to the next value, that is I plus plus, close while and close main. Here, how we are going to do? I is equal to 1, right? Now I value is equal to 1. 1 less than 10? Yes. So I go inside this. Now what is I value? 1. 1 is equal to 5? No. The condition is false. So I come out of the if statement, printf %d I. So it prints 1. I plus plus. I becomes 2. Plus plus means plus 1. Now value of I is 1. So it is incremented by plus 1, that is 2. So loop has been completed. Again compiler jumps to the starting of the condition. What is I value now? 2. 2 less than 10? Yes. Go inside. Check the condition here. 2 is equal to 5 because I value is 5. 2 is equal to 5? No. Come out of the if statement. Printf %d comma I. I value is 2. Now I plus plus 3. Again go back. Now I value is 3. 3 less than 10? Yes. So go inside. 3 is equal to 5? No. Come out of the if statement. Printf %d comma I 3. 3 plus plus. I becomes 4. Again go up. 4 less than 10? Yes. 4 equal to 5? No. Come out of the if statement. Printf I 4. Observe clearly here. Now 4 plus plus 5. So go to the starting of the loop. Now I value is 5. 5 less than 10? Yes. Condition is true. So I go inside. Now I value is 5. 5 is equal to 5? Yes. The condition becomes true. So you go inside. Here what statement is being executed? Break. Why we have execute break? Because whenever it gets 5, I should not perform the remaining repetition. So once break is done, it comes out of the loop repetition. A break statement terminates a single loop and comes out of the loop repetition. Here nothing statements are there. Then your output consists of only 1, 2, 3, 4. Even though you have written I less than or equal to 10, since you have written a break statement, what happens? Once these all values are printed, at 5th repetition, your statement will be stopped for repetition and comes out of the repetition. So break statement stops that repetitions and comes out of the loop completely. This is the purpose of the break statement. Next, continue statement. As I told you, a continue is a unconditional statement which skips only that repetition. In break, the total loop will be terminated. But in continue, only that particular loop or particular repetition, only that particular repetition will be skipped. Same example we will see here right now. Here previously what we have done, between 1 to 10, whenever it identifies value 5, it stops there itself. Why? Because I felt that 5 is a problematic value for me. Now what we will do is, since 5 is being the problem, why to stop the total loop there? So I should skip only the value 5 and I should print remaining all the values. For example, the output will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Since the problem is with 5, we are not going to print the value of 5. Let's see the program. Void main int I is equal to 1. So I am printing the loop till 10, I less than or equal to 10. Since I don't want to print 5, what I am doing is, if my I value is equal to 5, what I should do? I should not print and I should skip and jump to the next repetition. But if I want to jump to the next repetition when I is equal to 5, I should make it increment and it should jump to the 6th repetition. So make I value as I plus plus, then write the statement called as continue. Next, printf percentile d I value I plus plus, because I has to be incremented for all the remaining values. At the same time, I has to be incremented whenever we get 5 also. Now I is equal to 1. 1 less than 10, yes, go inside. 1 is equal to 5, no, it comes out of if statement and printf. I means it prints 1. I plus plus, it becomes 2. Again it goes to the starting of the while loop. Now 2 less than 10, yes, next go inside. 2 is equal to 5, no, and comes out of the if statement, printf 2. Next 3 also not equal to 5, 4 also not equal to 5, since it will print as usual. Next, after printing 4, I plus plus, 4 plus plus becomes 5. Then again I go back. 5 less than 10, yes. 5 is equal to 5, yes, go inside, goes inside the if for first time. Now I plus plus, so 5 plus plus becomes 6. Now after this, what is the statement? Continue. So as I said, continue skips that repetition and jumps to the next repetition. Whenever continue statement is encountered, compiler jumps from here to the condition directly. Generally, when you reach to the condition, after executing the whole loop, you will jump from end of the loop to the condition. But whenever continue statement is executed, whatever all the lines that are there after the continue statement, those all lines will be skipped. From this continue only, it will jump to the condition of the loop. That is the major thing that happens in while. Continue. In continuous statement, it may be while or do while or for loop, any loop. Suppose if you use break statement like previous one, what happens? It just comes out of the loop. But continuous statement skips all the lines after the continue inside that loop and jumps to the condition. Means it jumps to the next repetition. Now y value is 6. 6 less than 10, yes. 6 equal to 5, no, it comes out, prints 6. Next 7, 8, 9, 10. If you can observe here, value 5 is missing, because whenever the value 5 comes, I am incrementing and I am continuing. So it directly jumps to the next statement. So continue skips that repetition whenever the continue statement is encountered and jumps to the next repetition. Right? This is about continue statement. So if you see the basic break and continue, break stops the execution of the loop there itself and comes out of the loop. Continue skips the lines that are after the continue statements inside the loop and jumps to the next repetition. That is about unconditional statements, break and continue. Hope you understood this. Thank you for watching Indian Techies. Please like, comment, subscribe and share our Indian Techies C programming channel.